Hi students, how are you all? I think everybody are well. Today we are going to discuss about one of the most important and easiest concept of statistics, that is finding mode of the grouped frequency distribution table. Very easy to find out this mode for the grouped frequency distribution table, and it is very important for public examinations and long answer questions. Okay, let us discuss about that, right? Coming to this, we are taking the topic or concept related to exercise 4.2, that is regarding mode. Okay, so mode of grouped frequency distribution table. Okay, now we are going to find out mode of the grouped frequency distribution table. Okay, what is the formula for that? In this, mode is equal to L plus second term f1 minus f0 by 2f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. This is the formula. Once again I am explaining. Mode equal to L plus of f1 minus f0 by 2f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. Here, what are the terminology? Writing the formula, explaining the terms in it is very important for 2 marks. So that's why we need the explanation of the terms, where L equal to lower boundary of the model class Got it? We need to recognize the model class. That one I will explain in the problem while solving the problem. Okay. Next, f1 is equal to frequency of the model class. Next, f0 is equal to frequency of the preceding class of the model class. Understood? Next, f2 is equal to frequency of the succeeding class of the model class. Got it? Next, h equal to length of the class interval or class size. You can recognize. So L means lower boundary of the model class. We need to recognize that one. F1 is called frequency of the model class. F0 will become frequency of the preceding class of the model class, previous class, and F2 will become frequency of the succeeding class, next class interval frequency, and h is equal to length of the class interval, size of the class interval. So by tracing out all these values from the given table, substitute in this formula, simplify, you will get correct answer, right? So this is very easy to understand, very simple to solve also, right? We will see the exercise problems. Okay ma, now let us discuss about the most important model problems of the exercise 14.2. So from this exercise I am taking first one, second one, sixth one as the sample problems to get the knowledge of finding mode. Okay, but in some of the textbooks they are giving the table and asking to find both mean and mode, but in the examination point of view they will not ask you to find out two central tendencies. Okay, they will ask you to find either mean or mode or median. So I am choosing this exercise model problems only for finding mode. Okay, right. So now before going to enter into the first question, so let us discuss about what is the actual meaning of mode. Mode actual definition is the observation which is having highest frequency. The observation which is having highest frequency is called, that observation is called mode of the data. Means the observation which repeats more number of times in the data is called mode of the data. Understood? So by that, some of the data may contain one mode for that one, some data may contain two modes, that is called bimodal data. Both the observations are having highest frequencies than other and equally. Okay na? Right. So those are called bimodal data. Some of the data are having no special observations with highest frequency. All observations will have equal frequency. Then the data having no mode. The type of problems or data are called ill modal data. So a data may contain zero modes, no modes, or single mode, unimodal data. Sometimes they may have two modes, those are called bimodal data. Keep that one in mind and revise the 9th class textbooks for all these basic concepts. So recalling that, we need to focus the observation which is having highest frequency for finding mode. Same process only we will apply for finding mode of the grouped frequency distribution table. But how? Let us see. Now see the first question. They will give you some description, matter, word problem and a table. They will ask you to find out mode, modal class or mode of the data. Okay, Nana? So what we have to do for that one? Let us see. In the first exercise, already I told you, the given data contains two rows. One is class interval, another one is frequency. They both will become two columns of our solution. Okay, these two rows will become two columns for our required table for finding mode. Okay, right. So now one is given class intervals, whatever that their form may be. So those are 5 to 15, 15 to 25, 25 to 35, 35 to 45, 45 to 55, 55 to 65 are the given class intervals with their frequency Fi values are respectively given as 6, 11, 21, 23, 24 and 5. Got it? This is the given data converted into two columns. Okay, right. Now you just apply that regular concept of finding mode. What is that one? Select the observation which is having highest frequency for mode. But here observations are not there. Class intervals are there, groups are there. Then what you have to do? Check what is the highest frequency. Here frequency of this group is 6. This class interval frequency 11. Here 21, 23, 24, 5. Got it? So what is the highest frequency among them? 24. 24 is the highest frequency. So this class interval will become modal class. This class interval will become modal class. Okay, Nana? So you no need to prepare any extra columns for this process. That's why this is easiest long answer question in 10th class public examination point of view. So we identified the modal class just by using highest frequency. Then its previous class frequency will become F0 and its class frequency will become F1. Its next class frequency will become F2. Understood? This one is the modal class. Its previous one will become F0, F1, F2 frequencies. Then observe that class interval. It is from 45 to 55 and previous class is also 45. It is continuous class interval. So this 45 will be called as lower boundary of the modal class. Got it? Next, write all these values before going to use the formula and substitution. So here L is equal to lower, otherwise here highest frequency is how much, Nana? 24. Therefore the modal class is 45 to 55. You mention this one. Therefore L value is equal to its lower boundary 45 comma F0 is equal to frequency of the preceding class of the modal class, that is 23, f1 is equal to frequency of the model class, that is 24, highest frequency. f2 is equal to frequency of the next class, succeeding class, that is 5, and h is equal to class interval length. Already we discussed that one under the formula of upper boundary minus lower boundary. Here you can choose model class, that is 55 minus 45 will become 10. Got it? So we have taken all needed values from the table. No extra columns has been prepared, right? So now write the formula. Therefore, mod is equal to L plus f1 minus f0 by 2f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. Got it? So that equal to L value 45 plus f1 value 24. Please keep it in mind. First f0 will be there, next f1, next f2. Got it? Right. Minus f0 value 23 by 2 times of f1 value 24 minus f0 23 and f2 value minus 5 minus f2 into h value 10. H value 10. H value 10. Okay. Now simplify them. This is equal to 45 plus 24 minus 23 1 by 2 times 48, 2 times 24 48 minus 28 into 10. This is equal to 45 plus 1 by 48 minus 28 is 20 into 10. Now 0 0 get cancelled. This is equal to 45 plus 1 by 2 means 0.5. This is equal to 45.5. This one is the mode. Therefore, mode of the data is equal to 45.5. That much simple that it is. The most easiest long answer question in throughout the 10th class syllabus is finding mode. Got it? Now we are going to take the second problem, Nana. Actually, one problem is enough to understand the process of finding mode of a grouped frequency distribution table. Okay. In the previous question, some of the table I have taken. You can take the table by with your own numbers also. No worries. Okay. Right. So now the second problem what I am going to take is some data will be there containing class intervals, frequencies, and they are asking to find mode of this data. Mode of the data. Okay. What we have to use? How to solve that one? So now observe this one. Prepare the tables. No extra columns are required. Given 2 columns are enough for us, such as class intervals and the frequencies. Those are given as 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80. Okay, Nana? 80 to 100. While writing the class interval itself, you can recognize whether they are continuous form or discontinuous form. Ending number of the class interval should be starting with the ending number of the class interval. If it is equal with the starting number of the next class interval, that is called continuity. Ends with 40, starts with 40. So these are continuous class intervals, Nana. Just recognize this, keep it in mind. So now this is the class interval column and frequencies are given as 10, 35, 52, 61, 38, 29. That's it. This is the given table. Any type of class intervals with any frequencies they can give. These are all just sample models. So from this, to find out mode, identify the highest frequency. Here 10, 35, 52, 61, 38, 29. Highest frequency is 61. Okay na? So that's why this class will become model class. Highlight that one and give the information. Okay, highlight that one. That is model class. Immediately, since it is in continuous form 60 60, this will become L value, lower boundary of the class interval, model class. Next, this will become F0, F0, this will become F1, this will become F2. Got it, Nana? Preceding class of the model class frequency will become f0, its frequency will become f1, next frequency will become f2, f0, f1, f2 in proper order they will come according to model class. Got it? And h value we can find out by the difference of upper boundary and lower boundary, that is 80 minus 60 20. So write that information here. The highest frequency is how much is that? 61. So the model class is what is that one, Anna? 62 80 inverted commas, that's it. Therefore lower boundary of the model class is 60 and f0 is equal to 52, f1 is equal to 61, f2 is equal to 38, and h, length of the class interval, h equal to upper boundary minus lower boundary, that is coming as, these are all our required values to substitute in the mode formula. Therefore mode of the grouped frequency distribution table is equal to L plus of f1 minus f0 by 2f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. All the values are there with us. Neatly substitute and simplify, you will get the answer. That is L value 60 into, so use the brackets properly in correct places. Next f1 minus f0, 61 minus 52 by 2f1 means 2 into 61 minus f0 minus f2 into h value 20, upper boundary minus lower, sorry Nana, I did wrong calculation here. Upper boundary minus lower boundary, 80 minus 60, that one is 20. Got it? So that value is 20 here. This is equal to 60 plus 61 minus 9, 52, 9 by 2 into 61 is 122 minus their sum is 52 minus 38 is minus 90 into 20. This is equal to 60 plus 9 by 122 minus 90 means this is 32 into 20. This is equal to 60 plus, don't take LCM, cancel them here itself. Now this will become 4 table cancellation, 4 5s are 20, 4 8s are 32, then this will become 9 into 5, 45 by 8. You find out this right side term value separately. This is equal to 60 plus, so 2 will remain, like that approximately 1 decimal value is enough. This is equal to 60 plus 5.6 will become 65.6 approximately. Therefore write the conclusion, mode of the grouped frequency distribution table equal to 65.6. That's it, Nana. That one is the easy method of finding mode. Understood? Okay, ma. Now observe that I am going to take one more problem. Actually, one problem is enough to learn the total process. That much simple. But I have taken second and third problem just for extra practice with numerical changes. How much fastly, correctly we can do that by taking this last problem of the exercise, sixth one. Intervals can be changed, frequencies can be changed by your own, and you can find out your own. You can find out the central tendencies of them, Nana. You can prepare your own table. So among them, one of the numerical changes practice extra problem. Sixth problem I am taking. They are giving the table like this. They are asking to find the mode. What you have to do? Just these two columns has to be prepared without any confusion. Understood? Now the class intervals and frequencies are given for us neatly. So those are 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. We can observe that continuous form is there. 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80 is the last class interval. And now write their frequencies properly: 7, 14, 13, 12, 20, 11, 15, and the last one is 8. Okay, Nana? Right. So, given table we have converted into column wise. That one is enough. Then what we have to do? Identify the highest frequency. Among these, what is the highest frequency? 20. So, automatically this will become model class. Understood? This will become model class. And since by writing the class interval itself we identified it is continuous form, therefore for this model class 40 will become lower boundary L. Okay, since it is the model class starts with its previous class, then this is f0, 12 is f0, 20 will become f1, 11 will become f2. Okay, and h is called difference of the upper boundary and lower boundary. Okay, you write all of them. Here highest frequency is, how much is that? 20. Therefore model class is, what is that? 40 to 50. 40 to 50. Therefore lower boundary of the model class L equal to, how much is that? 40. And preceding class frequency f0 is equal to 12. f1 frequency of the model class equal to 20, this is the biggest one. f2 is equal to succeeding next class interval frequency 11, and h is equal to upper boundary minus lower boundary. You can define it from 40 minus 50 minus 40, that as 10. These are our required values which will be useful in mode formula. So now to find out the mode, write its formula. Mode is equal to L plus f1 minus f0 by 2f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. That one is the simple formula. Okay, Nana? Right. That is equal to, substitute the values, 40 plus in the bracket f1 minus f0, 20 minus 12 by 2f1, 2 into 20 in bracket, minus f0 minus f2, 11, into h value we calculate it as 10. Okay, this is equal to 40 plus 20 minus 12 value 8 by 2 20s are 40 minus the negative values 23 into 10, which is equal to 40 plus 8 by 40 minus 23 is 17 into 10. So this is equal to 40 plus 8 tens are 80 by 17. You don't take LCM, 40 plus remains same. Find out the 80 by 17 value separately. That is equal to 40 plus, now 80 by 17 value will become 4.7 approximately. This is equal to 40 plus 4.7 is 44.7. Therefore conclude the answer, mode of this problem is equal to 44.7. Okay, Nana? That's it. So these are the 3 sample problems for finding the mode. Here one special observation I am going to tell you. In any table, if we observe that the last observation, last frequency is the highest frequency, then you will get f0 value, previous one itself f1 value, but you won't get f2 value because the next class interval is not there na. If last frequency is highest frequency, that is gives you model class, next frequency you will not be available to trace out. So f1 will be there, f0 will be there, but f2 will become 0. f2 will become 0. In the same way, one more special observation, in the table if you identify that the first frequency is the highest frequency in that data, then you cannot get the previous class interval. So f0 value will become 0. You will get f1 and f2. So keep it in mind. Okay, Rana? Right. substitute the values accordingly, write the formula and get the answer. Understood? Thank you.